Crafting a comprehensive ISX solution. Brought to you by Ken Nixon Associates and APC by Schneider Electric. Today's goals: learning about innovative solutions in order to increase sales, discussing ISX solutions with packaged products and services in order to increase customer satisfaction for increased sales, engaging in conversations with your customers in order to increase sales, become the ultimate trusted advisor. K&A is dedicated to being the industry leader in the power quality, precision cooling, and structured cabling markets. We offer quality service in data center design and construction for commercial and government customers. Incorporated in 1993, K&A was established with the mindset that providing the very best customer service would be the primary goal. Our industry is relationship-driven. K&A understands this very well and works hard to nurture existing relationships as well seeks to build new relationships. Strong relationships are built on honesty and integrity. While we are classified as a construction company, we are really a specialty contractor focused on the data center environment. K&A is well versed in the turnkey electrical, mechanical, and general construction aspects of data centers. K&A's expertise in power quality, precision cooling, and structured cabling, coupled with years of valuable field experience, will provide you with a greater level of success and overall satisfaction with your data center project. Because K&A self-performs power quality, precision cooling, and structured cabling services, K&A is uniquely positioned to provide the highest level service and most knowledgeable employees in the industry. When beginning a design-build project, often we find that what a customer thinks they want or need is not necessarily the most cost-effective or efficient solution. This is where our expertise is most valuable. We are able to listen to what the customer's goals are and determine the best design and solution to help guide the customer through the decision-making process. We believe if you sell the best solution at a competitive price, then you will make long-term customers. Whether the customer requires smaller UPS units or industrial-sized units with megawatt capacity, K&A is well versed in the latest UPS technology. We understand the benefits of each different manufacturer and use that information to determine which UPS best fits an application. A UPS has the ability to regulate incoming dirty power, which means the utility power may have sudden fluctuations, to acceptable levels. Another benefit is battery backup to maintain a continuous supply of power to connected devices. The amount of battery runtime can be from minutes to hours and typically is determined by the customer's requirements. Utilizing a UPS provides greater protection from data loss and hardware damage. Many times equipment other than the UPS needs to remain operational when utility power fails. Whether the requirement is for emergency or standby power, K&A provides and installs commercial or industrial-grade generator sets. Typically, an automatic transfer switch is used with the generator to provide seamless transition to utility power or generator power. K&A is able to provide generators from various manufacturers, as well as multiple fuel types, which provide flexibility when properly designing a backup power system. Why is precision cooling so important? Heat density. Heat densities are typically 3 to 5 times higher in computer room environments than in office environments. With typical density so high in the average data center, it has never been more important to effectively and efficiently regulate environmental conditions within a mission-critical environment. K&A custom designs and fabricates ISO containerized solutions to meet our customers' needs. Modular container solutions are self-contained, fully portable, compact data centers featuring UPS protection with a highly efficient cooling system. Other applications for containerized solutions could be portable generators and chillers. Each container is customized to suit specific needs and budgets. Containers are also a cost-effective, energy-efficient solution for expanding existing data centers and faster to deploy. Our new offerings at K&A include structured cabling, security or access control systems, networking or wireless systems, and audiovisual. So what is a structured cabling system? A structured cabling system is copper or fiber optic cabling that connects network equipment to the end user or other networking equipment. This includes category cable, fiber optic cabling, and coaxial cabling, along with data center and distributed cabling systems. Category cables are available in many different sizes and performance capabilities, including Cat 5e, Cat 6, Cat 6a, and Cat 8. Cat 8 is a new cable category that is coming soon. The bandwidths for category cabling can range from 10 meg all the way to 80 gig. When deciding which of the categories to use, bandwidth and application are the primary factors. Keep in mind that all category cable is based on distance. The max distance for certification is 295 feet for all category cable. This does not mean cables will not work at longer distances. They will not pass a test and therefore can't be warrantied or certified by the manufacturer. For example, Cat 5e is mainly used for 10 meg and 100 meg, but can achieve 1 gig speeds at shorter distances. Cat 6 would be your 100 meg to 1 gig and can go up to 10 gigs at shorter distances. Cat 6a is the 10 gig cable. Cat 8 will be the 40 gig. Once available, Cat 8 will be useful for server rooms and data centers as a stellar alternative to provide high-speed rack-level interconnections. Cat 7 is a European standard. Another factor in today's technology is PoE, or Power over Ethernet. Your category cable must be able to withstand the increased power being generated on the cable. Category cabling can be described as very similar to roads and highways, and that they are the lanes of traffic getting signaled back and forth. Cat 5e is like a 2-lane highway, and Cat 6a would be like a 10-lane interstate. Category cable is currently not being installed into data centers anymore due to the lack of speed. However, the new Cat 8 may change this trend. If cabling is not run properly, frustrating problems can be encountered just like in this cabling traffic jam. This picture was taken in a manufacturing plant of a multi-billion-dollar company. Fiber optic cable is a network cable that contains tiny strands of glass fibers that provide a pathway for light to travel through. Fiber optic cable is designed specifically for longer distances and extremely high performance. Compared to typical wired cables, fiber optic cables provide a much higher bandwidth. Single-mode fiber optic cable has a smaller core that only allows one mode of light to propagate, whereas multi-mode fiber optic cable has a larger core that allows for multiple modes of light to propagate. Typically, single-mode cables are used over longer distances, and multi-mode cables are used over shorter distances. For data center solutions, copper cabling was used previously. However, this changed over to the usage of pre-terminated fiber optic cabling. This change occurred because although copper is cheaper, it was discovered that the same amount of power was being used for copper cabling as fiber cabling, but that cost was doubled due to the cost from cooling the excess heat generated from the copper cabling. At KNA, we have BICSI Certified Registered Communications Distribution Designers, or RCDDs, and BICSI Certified Technicians. We also have multiple manufacturer certifications. Additional services offered at KNA includes IT closet cleanup and patch cable cleanup, like cleaning up messy closets or rooms, fire stopping because penetrations through firewalls need to be sealed properly, outside plant installation like cabling between buildings in ground or overhead, overhead paging systems like horns and ceiling speakers, non-VoIP phone systems like old legacy key and PBX systems, and pathway installation like cable trays, conduits, J-hooks, and cable support. Security and access control systems perform authorization identification, authentication, access approval, and accountability for different entities through login credentials. There are many different types of security and access control systems. KNA has the ability to design, install, and service most access control systems, or ACS. Some of these systems include card access systems like card readers, door locks, strikes, and releases. Some systems require multiple levels of authentication, like card swipe, proximity, or keypad. Data center security systems. There is tighter security getting into data centers than building security. Fingerprint and retinal scan systems. Duress and intrusion systems. Duress buttons, wired and wireless. Now wireless is big to have for something mobile. Glass breaking and motion detection. Surveillance cameras are essential to any ACS. They provide liability and visual proof of instances that occur. Most cameras are on the network and included in the structured cabling system, as they are PoE-powered, connected via Cat6 or Cat6A cabling. All government access control systems need to be the Homeland Security Presidential Directive 12 or HSPD 12 certified. In addition to HSPD 12, FIPS-1 and FIPS-2 compliance are also requirements for many government agencies. KNA has the ability to design and install a variety of audiovisual or AV systems. AV is a very hot item and is widely ignored in renovations and upgrades, mainly because no one wants the responsibility of maintaining equipment. Really, nobody wants to be the guy called to fix every little issue. AV equipment is very costly, and with the latest technologies, you can easily put $500,000 into one room. Included with AV systems are display monitors like TVs and video walls, projectors or screens. Now new laser projectors eliminate the need for bulbs. Speakers, amps, and microphones for sound integration. Audio and video teleconferencing equipment is also a large component in the remote worker or telecommuter world. VTC equipment can be integrated into most display systems. In addition to AV systems, KNA can design and install different digital signage and room scheduling equipment. Digital signage systems are display monitors providing a variety of information to either internal personnel or guests and visitors. They can be used in a variety of fashions, from showing internal call center information to just showing the local weather and news. Digital signage is a software-based system, and sometimes a separate network has to be created just for digital signage due to IT security restrictions. Room scheduling is a system where display monitors at each door of a conference, training, or event room show the room schedule for that day and who is using it. KNA has the capability to install and work on different networking and wireless technologies for all data center environments. These capabilities include, but are not limited to, installing and maintaining network switches and routers, network servers, wireless systems, and Voice over Internet Protocol or VoIP systems. KNA has been working with a proven service-disabled veteran-owned small business in order to further our networking and wireless capabilities. ISX solutions are complete solutions provided to the customer in one package in order to simplify the process. KNA has taken this to a new level by adding structured cabling, security or access control systems, networking or wireless systems, and audiovisual solutions directly into the ISX solutions package. By rolling these services into the ISX solution, it provides a complete turnkey solution for the customer and simplifies the process even more. By adding this new offering, KNA is uniquely positioned to self-perform all of the power quality, precision cooling, structured cabling, AV, access control, and networking needs for the ISX solutions package. The end user or customer loves this process because they only have to issue one PO to capture all of these different services instead of having to procure multiple contracts. Some of our past ISX solution bundles include the computer room, cabling, audiovisual, and access control systems for the VBA regional office in Indianapolis, Indiana, the computer room, cabling, audiovisual, and access control systems for the VBA regional office in Lincoln, Nebraska, the computer room, cabling, audiovisual, and access control systems for the VBA regional office in Portland, Oregon, the computer room and cabling for the VBA regional office in San Juan, Puerto Rico, the computer room and cabling for the VBA Records Management Center in St. Louis, Missouri, the computer room, cabling, and audiovisual, which has not yet been completed, for the VBA regional office in Los Angeles, California. Some of our future ISX solution bundles include the computer room, cabling, audiovisual, and access control systems for the VBA regional office in Boston, Massachusetts, the computer room, cabling, audiovisual, and access control systems for the VBA regional office in Togus, Maine, the VBA regional office in New York City, New York, the VBA Records Management Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the computer room, cabling, and the next phase of the audiovisual solution for the VBA regional office in Los Angeles, California. Now for some customer talking points. Make sure to ask the customer the following questions. What do you currently do to manage your cabling requirements, or for installing new cables? Is your existing cabling properly labeled and easily identified? Do the closets look neat and orderly? Are there any fiber needs? Is there any need for any fiber improvements? Are there any needs for audiovisual, access control systems, wireless, or networking? Any necessary improvements? Also, make sure to explain to the customer about the bundle option in order for there to only be one PO and discuss any opportunities to quote. Now for what to do when you get a quote request for any structured cabling needs. Make sure to request any floor plans first. Once your site visit or visits are planned, make sure to take as many pictures as possible once on site, and be sure to check into any other procurement possibilities. Lastly, make sure to contact Mark Land. DCOI is happening now, and it's already affecting existing projects. The VA has developed a new standard for the overall IT closet footprint reduction moving forward on all VBA regional office renovation projects. The intention is to reduce the overall footprint and provide long-term savings for both power and cooling. Both Winston-Salem and Detroit have been affected. The new IT design is a 100% overhaul of the old design, and that includes changing room sizes, cooling changes, UPS changes, rack changes, and cable upgrades. This new standard has caused a significant decrease in the amount of APC equipment being used in these VBA renovation projects. Typically, this would mean a decrease in the price of the PO. However, we have been able to keep the PO the same by backfilling the lack of APC equipment with the addition of cabling, AV, and access control solutions. We discovered that while they reduced room sizes and rack quantities, this new requirement is actually driving up the initial installation costs significantly. We were able to provide some valued engineering to get a more economical solution while still adhering to the new IT requirements.